What's good, Raider Nation? Welcome to the Spicy Shield Talk. And these fools said, what?
Say what?
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Spicy Shield Talk, Season 2, Episode 5. Today, we are going to rehash These Fools Said What? Welcome to the show. I'm Spicy Raider Girl here, and I'm with Chris from Protect the Shields, and we have Mother Moon behind the scenes.
Always backstage.
You know what to do, everybody. Light that torch, hit that like button, and if you aren't already a subscriber, please subscribe to both channels. And if you are playing along and if you are of drinking age, our drinking game alert for tonight is He Said What?
Say what?
Said what? You know what to do. You either drink, you toke, or you twerk. I'm a little double-fisted tonight. I couldn't decide if I wanted to go back to the old days of wind down Wednesdays or the new days of Woods and Whiskey Wednesdays. So
double-fisted. Let's go. Why not?
Some intercept.
Why not?
You know?
She ready.
She ready.
I stay ready. You know how I roll. So how's everybody doing tonight? Mother Moon, Chris?
I'm well. It's a beautiful day out.
She says she's well. Where'd that accent come from, Mother Moon?
Yeah, I'm feeling good too. I'm feeling good. I'm it's been a pretty good week. I feel like this week then went by pretty quickly, and I ain't got no complaints. And Ohio was like part of the full totality of the eclipse, so it was like a big deal here.
Very nice.
Losing their mind for the eclipse here. It was kind of sweet. It was better than I thought. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna go check it out, and I remembered I didn't care.
That's how I was, but I actually saw it. I'm like, hey, that's kind of fire.
I guess if you're in that totality.
Yeah, that's what we were.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I've tried to look at the eclipse before, go like be in the right place, the right time, and I'm always disappointed. This year, I was just like, nah. I think I'm just gonna have lunch.
Yeah, we didn't get the full effect here in California.
Yeah.
Nah.
But man, let's shout out to everybody in the chat though. I see
for sure
in the chat. Shout out to Raider Rich in the building. Said, "What's up, Spicy and Chris?
What's up? Salute."
Got my boy Raider Resistance Prez in the building, man. Salute my friend. Got Raider Travis in the building. Say good evening, everyone. Got A Terry in the building. Raiders. Hope everyone's good and well. 2 a.m. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. That's dedication right there, A Terry. That's what I'm talking about. We need our team to have that same dedication as you.
For real though.
Raider Rich. Let's see. What's that mean? Is that a word?
Cubo Nation? I don't know what that is.
Oh, I don't know, man. Well, shout out to you, man.
I don't know what I'm right about, but y'all take it.
Scotty Waddy in the building.
Scotty Waddy, Raider One.
Got Mother Moon. Got Leo. He said,
Leo
"Chris, why you yelling already?" Hey, man, don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? You know how I get down, man. You know how I get down. When me and Spicy get together, a lot of alcohol, a lot of drinking. Might as well start yelling now.
Might as well. Speaking of yelling, we had some player yelling on the Instagram.
We did.
Little rant going on.
We did. Shout out to
we're gonna take callers tonight too, because if you had an opinion about this Jack Jones rant, we want to hear what you have to say.
For sure. Yeah, there was a lot of Jack Jones. He was he got on live and was feeling himself a little bit, but
myself.
The thing with Jack Jones, he's very passionate. Jack may have had a couple drinks,
Drinks.
He had a lot to say to the New England fans. And he shouted us Raider fans and the Raider Nation out. So I definitely do like that. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of he said a lot of stuff. He said a lot of stuff.
It does beg the question for not only Jack, and not only football players or those in the public eye, should we ever go on live when we're feeling passionate about something?
No.
Let that breathe,
That's a
y'all. Let
hard
that
no.
breathe.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's yeah, it was one of those things that I wasn't expecting. But let's see. What did he say?
Yeah, let me hear it.
No, England, stop acting like y'all run the world.
Oh,
Oh,
Talk to him, Jack. Talk to him, Jack.
I mean, we were all thinking it, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We might not have been thinking as much as he vocalized. We'll say that.
Yeah.
do we agree?
Leo says, leave Jack alone. He a grown man allowed to drink. He an LA guy for sure. Oh, he's allowed to drink, and we're allowed to comment on it.
Oh yeah.
What's
No.
up, Uncle John in the building? What's good, Uncle John?
Uncle John, what's going on, man?
Uncle John becoming a regular.
Yeah, he is. I love it. I love it. Don, they are giving up the farm and moving up to number 2. We're going to go into a deep dive into that later. So we already know what he thinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Old Man River. Who is that? Sorry, just curious.
No longer with
Oh, he got traded. We traded him.
who?
I don't know.
Oh, did I take it Thor's no longer with us? Oh, I got you.
All right. So yeah, let's talk about Jack Jones here. What do you feel? What do you feel? We're gonna go through some of his comments.
Yeah,
there were a lot of them.
Yeah, so with Jack, I'm it's one of those things. I just get nervous when I start seeing Raider players on live doing their little rants. I just don't want no more Chandler Jones things. But
I know. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw a little bit of this rant, not even
you asked me about it, yeah.
Not even what he had to say per se, but kind of like, he was topless, he playing with his hair, he's out on a balcony, got a messy bed in the background, he kind of talking crazy, the chat's asking him if he's tweaking, I didn't even hear what he had to say, I just took all that in.
Yeah, no, when at first look, you're like, okay, what's he about to say? What's he about? It gave you some Chandler Jones AB vibes, like what's about to happen next. But he kept his composure, like I said, he was just talking his talk, mostly getting at the fans.
Let's see. Let's go through it. I don't even know if this is the first one, to be honest. I think this might be the second one, but it went on for a while. We'll give you bits and pieces because what was it, like a 6.5 minute rant?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
It was pretty long. So this particular tweet, go ahead.
Yeah, but this right here was just him just talking to his tweets. So this he didn't even say all this on the rant. I mean, he kind of did, but he's talking about better yet, complete a pass in the game. The fans are trash for acting like they can do better than any football player on any roster. Let players build and develop into their best player on and off the field without the negativity from fans that cheer for the team. And again, this is stuff that he's saying about the New England fans, because a lot of them were just so kind of attacking them and stuff like that. So so that's kind of that. What's your thoughts on that?
I love it, actually, because, we all sit here and we have a lot of things to say about these players. But at the end of the day, he's right.
Yeah.
We can sit here and comment, this guy does this guy's this guy's that. And yeah, we expect, obviously, a very high level. They're professionals. We expect them to complete passes and excel in those types of things. But I mean, if anybody's claiming that they can do better, I mean, that's obviously absolutely not true. I mean, Stuart talked about this.
I was just about to say that.
He talked about this. He's like, you get, because I think I was talking about how I thought, preseason's important and all these types of things. And he was like, anyone who steps onto that football field, those are good players. Those are guys that are fast. Those are guys that are strong. Yeah. And those guys are guys, that's a real team. Because I think, and also he brought up the fact when the Raiders blew out the Chargers and some excuses were like, oh, well, those were second stringers and all these, and somebody was injured and all this kind of stuff. And he was like, man, scoring points on professional football players is tough. Let alone 63, no matter who's on the field. So I think in this aspect, if you're just reading it at face value, I think it's a great point.
Yeah, no, I agree. And like you said, Stu really, I mean, because even he said, like, there was a point where, like, the way the fans were kind of treating him, like, he didn't even really want to be around the game of football for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, I mean, these guys are human beings. And I can't lie. I mean, we all do it. I know I'll be at a game and yelling at fans or yelling at players and all that stuff just because we're passionate about it. But at the end of the day, I think sometimes we some of us can take it a little too far.
A little bit. I mean, again, we're here to give our commentary, but I mean, he's right.
He's definitely right. Sometimes we wonder, even the kicker, why can't he kick the ball? And then remember, we went and tried to kick the ball, and we're like, no, it kind of rolled off.
It's impossible.
Like, oh, okay, well,
Right.
yeah.
I think I fell on my face. No, I'm kidding. I think this might be actually the first part of it. He says, Pats fans didn't like that comment. Stop acting like y'all run the world and the players don't F up. Players F up and y'all don't run the world. Fans said, you feel the same way. Tried to say Matt had a trash season. Let me see a fan win a game in the NFL. And I think he goes on to say, win a game, complete a pass, catch a pass, really do anything.
Yeah. A lot of the fans were getting on the Patriots quarterback from last year, Mac Jones. He just kind of had his back. It was like kind of give the guys a break. So it is what it is. I mean, the funny thing is the he's talking about the New England fans, but our fans are just as worse. So
exactly. And like he said, better yet, even complete a pass. Fans trash for acting like they can do better than any football player on any roster. Let players build and develop into their best player on and off the field without the negativity from fans that cheer for the team. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think we're all guilty of being negative towards our team at some point. And to your point, Chris, it does come from passion, and we want them to win, and we want them to succeed. And we're very frustrated Raiders fans, right? We are very frustrated. We want to see these wins. So I hear him, but I feel like there should be some understanding on our feelings a little bit on his end as well, right?
But he said what? He said drink.
He said drink.
But he said what?
He said what? I gotta keep y'all going. There's no drinking going on.
That's why we got Mother Moon behind the scenes here. She's keeping us honest. She's keeping us honest. I'm not double fisting over here for nothing.
Right.
And I think this is at least the last of what we have right now. Like I said, we're going to take snippets of this. And then I'm actually, before we read this last one, I'll put up the call-in number if you want to call in and express how you feel about Jack Jones and his rant. Please do. There's the number, 510-394-4409. He goes on to say, believe it or not, players feel that love from the fans, and at the same time, we feel the tension too. It's love forever, Raider Nation. Fans build a beast or make a breadcrumb. So there you have it. So after he did bash the New England fans, he did kind of give some props to the Raiders fans.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm not mad at it. He just speaking his truth. It's not it is what it is, at the end of the day.
Yep. Most definitely. Oh, look at that. We're getting a little bright here. When we get a little dark, and then we got a little bright. We're trying to manage.
We got it.
All right. So, Chris.
Yes.
Do we want to get some callers here? Again, if you want to call, the number is up on the line.
Yeah, let's get some callers in. I know. Let's see. Or we can even go to some of the comments. I know we were
Yeah, let's do it right now. We say, you want a player with attitude, you're going to get attitude on and off the field. Just hope it's controlled off the field. I think real talk, Raider Nation, I think that's a great comment right there. We do want attitude on and off the field. But again, yeah, under control, right? I think maybe as fans, we have a little PTSD when we see rants just because of the Chandler Jones situation and the AB situation and things of that nature.
Right. No, I agree. That's a good comment. Shout out to Real Talk. He always has some good takes. But yeah, and honestly, that's the thing that I mean, Jack Jones had that quote, before we even played, about, you got to take the magician out. I forgot what he said exactly, but it's like he has this confidence about himself, maybe just because he's, so fresh in the league. He don't even know any better, but he wasn't scared of Mahomes. He wasn't scared of the Chiefs. And you need that attitude, guys that's not afraid, guys are just gonna come out and fight, and not give up. So, shout out to him all day.
Yeah, you brought it up. So let's segue into that. Let's segue into the conversation about Mahomes. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. So, and then another part that, that I did like about the rant was, he did say that, he had, and it's his truth, but he basically said that he feels that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in NFL history. So I know that rubs a lot of fans the wrong way, and I think it's up for debate. But I know a lot of people are automatically going to say he's crazy. It's Brady. It's Brady. It's Brady. Brady is the most decorated. He has every right to be named the GOAT. But I must say, if I was to start a team and I could take any quarterback that's ever played the game, I think I'm taking Mahomes probably over any quarterbacks ever played. That's just me. Just from a talent standpoint, I would take him over Brady all day. But I want to know what you guys think in the chat. And what do you think, Spice?
Yeah, okay. I think that this day and age, I mean, the GOAT word, phrase, whatever, it's thrown out a little too freely, right? Is he super talented? Obviously. I mean, he's got the numbers to prove it. He's got the Super Bowls to prove it. I would say he's well on his way, right? I mean, he's still in his prime. We don't really see any signs of slowing down. Could he give Brady a run for his money for that GOAT title? I think sure. I think it's a little too early to kind of give him that GOAT title. And here's the thing with GOAT, right? Can you really call 45 different people GOATs? I mean, the greatest of all time.
Yeah, it's supposed to be one.
Like one person.
Right.
In their respective sport, position, what have you. So as of right now, again, and listen, we could debate GOATs all day long because it's somewhat numbers based, but it's opinion based a little bit too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. But honestly, I mean, the what Mahomes has accomplished so early, it's if he keeps up the trend, it's just it's going to be unreal.
I love it. I love the comments, by the way.
Oh yeah, they hate it. They hate it.
We changed the topic. Next question, please. I agree with Scotty. Let's change that topic.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, though. Like, for him to continue, that just means that he will continue to beat our butt and win, and that's what we don't want. At the end of the day. So, I hope that we got his number. We can start beating him, but we got to do it.
Yeah, listen, the Raiders do put up wins against the Chiefs. It's not like you start beating them. I mean, they went 1-1 last season. We all remember that fun Christmas Day gift they gave us. So I mean, the Raiders do get their wins against the Chiefs, but unfortunately, those are one-off wins that don't really add up too much more in the grand scheme of things. Yeah,
we got to make it a habit. We got to make it a habit. Got to make them fear us, and that starts with the draft in 2 weeks. We got to finish getting this team together.
All right. Leo says there are only 2 QBs, maybe 3 for GOAT combo. Let it be real. All right. Who the 3? Who in your opinion are the 3? I'm curious. And and we're all jaded as fans, right? I know people are automatically going to knock off the top 2 that we're talking about because of,
For me, I think I know who Leo's probably, because he's a Notre Dame fan, so but he's a Raiders fan, so I don't know how he feels about Joe Montana. He probably loved him in college, but a lot of people put Montana up there. Me personally, though, my three, I would say, you know, in no particular order, but you know, Tom Brady, and I'd say Peyton Manning, and I'd say Patrick Mahomes. For me, those are the three GOATs to me that I've seen play.
All right.
Manning was a beast. Manning was a beast. I used to hate having to play Manning. I did.
Uncle John says Patrick, yes, could be the greatest of all time because he had just pure talent. I mean, yeah, I mean, listen, we don't like the Chiefs, right? That's just part of it. But I mean, not liking a team, I don't think you can diminish somebody's accomplishments. I mean, 3 Super Bowls is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, when one man has 3 Super Bowls and our franchise only has 3, I mean, that's hard to debate, right?
Yeah, and he's not even been in the league all that long, so you know, it is what it is.
Speaking of GOATs or lack thereof, do we have our next rant ready?
Yeah, so
and while you pull that up, let's pick up here in the comments. Raider Big says Brady, Montana, and Mahomes. All right, Montana, Brady, and I guess he won't say his name. He says Brady though. Brady, Montana in 15. Okay.
Yeah.
M85, Montana, Mahomes, Manning, Brady. We have a history with all these fools. These fools said what?
Say what? That means drink.
Yep. Travis, it's a little too soon for this.
What do you say?
Props to Purdy, but it's a little too soon for that. He's doing great. He's doing great. I mean, props to Mr. Irrelevant, who never thought he would probably see the field. Or maybe he did. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So let's say, speaking of GOAT quarterbacks, let's pick up my favorite.
Your GOAT. This is your GOAT. What's your GOAT got to say?
I am looking.
Oh.
I cannot wait. And hopefully, I'm going to try and start a fight with him, punch him, and then have the ref only see. That's my goal.
It's your boy. It's your boy.
So he went on to say that, I mean, if you could hear it, you heard it. If you couldn't hear it, he went on to say, you know, he can't wait to play the Raiders because he gonna punch Max Crosby and then get Max Crosby to punch him back, but make sure the ref only sees Max punch. And I obviously he's trying to be funny. I feel like he didn't even deliver the joke well.
Nah, it was not delivered well, and you know, by a raise of hands, who thinks that Derek Carr will cry if Max?
Oh no!
If Max
punches him.
Yeah, if Max punches him,
he's gonna cry. I think Derek Carr is gonna cry when Max sacks him, which is legal. Yeah. So I'm expecting tears. I don't know. I just think I didn't hear him. The first time I saw that comment, I didn't hear it. I read it.
Yeah.
And reading it, I felt like it was even more ridiculous. Like I barely got through it before I was just like, this is stupid.
Right.
Like it's not funny. I don't get the joke.
Like Carr, we know you. You act like we don't know you.
Right.
So
exactly. So I don't know. What do you think, chat? What do you think about Carr's comment? Was it funny? Was it not funny? Did it hit? I don't know. It was a miss for me.
Yeah, same here.
Definitely a miss.
At the end of the day, I mean, that, they're friends, so it's not like Max is going to be pissed off, but at the end of the day, like you don't want to do anything to get him even more motivated. Just like we were talking about last week, Max is already going to be motivated anyway. He's kind of pissed off. He didn't get one vote for MVP, defensive MVP. So Max ain't going to be playing around with y'all. Like you may think you can just, play around and, it's going to be grab ass and all that. You got something coming, man. You got something coming.
Yeah. I'm putting up some of your comments up here. I'm reading them. I'm reading them to myself. You can read them as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, yeah.
Carr gets wrecked. Absolutely.
I mean, it's not funny on any level. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. And the thing is, I mean, and the crazy thing is a lot of people say quarterbacks get that kind of caused by the ref anyway. So, and Derek Carr would be the one that would plead for a call and try to set someone up like that. It's just, I don't know. Whatever.
I honestly can't wait to see him actually cry when Matt sacks him.
Right. No, I could see that. But, you know.
It was definitely a little petty.
Yeah, I mean, this is my opinion. I feel like ever since the whole situation went down with Carr, I don't know the whole family, at least him and his brother have been petty, ongoingly petty.
Yeah.
Brother more so, I think. But yeah. So we'll see who gets the punch in.
Nobody.
No.
First of all, Derek Carr's not swinging. I know he was joking. There was never any intent,
right.
but yeah.
Right.
Well, speaking of quarterbacks, of course we know we're really going to get in the thick of it now. We're going to get thick of what the show is really about, and that's going to be the quarterback discussion. We've discussed other options on other shows, but today we are going to focus on one. In theory, the Raiders should be a better football team in 2024 with newly hired head coach Antonio Pierce leading a full season. The team looked better under Pierce as an interim head coach for the last 9 games of last season, finishing with a 5-4 record. But with no clear answer at quarterback, the Raiders' outcome for this upcoming season, I would agree, still looks very grim. And according to Empire Sports Media, there are only 9 teams that are in worse position than the Raiders. The Broncos, Titans, Falcons, Chargers, Giants, Cardinals, Commanders, Patriots, and Panthers. Obviously, a quarterback is needed, and an offensive line, and the offensive line needs improvement. So that's kind of where we stand right now. So it's a new day for the Raiders, of course, with Antonio Pierce, but it's time to draft a new quarterback. So we all know the Raiders are sitting at number 13. They might not get the best quarterback in the draft, or they might, I don't know. Depends on what the best is. Mm-hmm. But they could definitely find a gem somewhere in there because there are some quarterbacks that to be picked. With multiple quarterbacks expected to go off the board early, don't be surprised if the Raiders pick Michael Penix Jr. out of Washington. So that's who we're going to focus on today. Chat, how would you feel about a Michael Penix Jr. pick at number 13 where the Raiders sit right now? Let us know what you think in the chat. And Chris, what do you think about that?
Man, so I like Michael Penix. I do. At 13, I for a while there, I thought it was be a little high. However, I think that there's going to be a run on quarterbacks. So, if we want to get a quarterback and if, one of these quarterbacks is our guy, go get him. I think Jalen Daniels is going to be very expensive. But AP might want to go get him. But Penix, people think Penix could be a reach, but I think arm talent, Penix is going to be fine. People are worried about his injuries and things like that. I'm not overly concerned about it just because they protect the quarterback so much. In the NFL, they're not going to let, guys, take too many shots on him. And it's not like he's going to be out there running like Jaden Daniels does.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going to be taking a whole bunch of hits unless our line is just so trash. So I don't know. I won't be too upset. I won't be too upset.
You won't be too upset with the pick, but you won't be very happy either, it sounds like. So, yeah, you talked about it a little bit. Let's talk about the college history of Michael Penix Jr. and some of these industries. He is out of Washington, but for those that didn't know, he did start in Indiana as a true freshman in 2018. Penix played in only 3 games, suffered a torn ACL, and then he redshirted. He completed 24 of 34 passes with 219 yards and 1 touchdown. He was then named the starter entering the 2019 season. Penix, however, played only 6 games that season due to injury again. So there is that issue. You, Chris, you said it didn't bug you, but this is not exciting, right?
No, not at all.
He did complete 110 of 160 passes for about 1,400 yards with 10 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Penix then returned to Indiana as a starter in 2020 and was ruled out for the season after suffering, unfortunately, another torn ACL. So, chat, what do you think? It begs the question, is his injury prone, and does that concern you? And I know we have people in here who were already bringing it up before I brought up the point. So everybody already knows. Alfredo says, I want to reach for the stars and get to Jaden personally. I think looks like he's either what's up. He's just saying what's up, maybe Leo, or you're agreeing with him. Real Talk Raider Nation says Penix gonna pop another ACL walking to the podium. Oi, don't jinx him.
Right, because that would happen to us. That would happen to us, man. Yeah.
Don't jinx him.
No, I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, the injury scares people. You know, it's not like he's a super young quarterback. But
none of them really are anymore, right? They're all right. Coming out, it seems like, in the basically mid-20s.
Yeah, I mean, people forget. I think Brady came out when he was 24, maybe, or something like that. So, I mean,
yeah,
I'm not tripping on that. You know, I'm not.
The age doesn't bother me as much as the injuries and the ACL. That's a big one, and it's what's happened. What did I say there? 3 times already. Eli says Penix is fool's gold. Adriel, take a tackle at 13. Trade back into the first. All right. Matt says too many teams are scared of Penix injury history, but he has superior passing ability. Let's comment on that. I think that's a good one.
No, he does. I mean, and you can't take that away from him. Again, his injury history is scary, but you know, the guy medically cleared, you know, in the combine. I mean, they uncover everything in the combine, and he ran a good 40 time. He was able to he had a good 40 or a vertical jump. You know, that shows that, you know, he still has some explosion in those knees, you know, to be able to jump how he did. And again, I just my biggest thing is I just think the NFL is protecting these quarterbacks. So as long as he's not out there trying to run and be, you know, like Lamar Jackson, I mean, I don't think he's going to be taking a whole bunch of hits. That's just how I see it.
Well, I don't know. Like we all know the O-line needs to tighten up as well.
No, they do.
If Penix didn't have that injury, he'd be top 3 on pure passing ability. Well, that's just it, though. Maybe teams are kind of afraid to go for him, and he'll still be around at that number 13 spot for the Raiders to go and grab him.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams. Just like I say, it depends on what those early teams do. If there's like a run on quarterbacks where like JJ McCarthy goes and then Bo Nix goes like in the top 10, then there's going to be some team. I mean, us or Denver, someone is going to panic because they're going to be like, I got to get a quarterback, and Penix is the next one. You know, because after Penix, you know, Spencer Rattler, you know, there's a big difference between Spencer Rattler and Penix, and I think teams aren't going to want to risk it, so they're going to reach, and we might be a team that reaches. I don't know.
All right, let's take a look at. He said, "What? It doesn't matter where I get drafted. Whoever chooses to pick me, they are going to get a great leader who wants to win." You gotta love the confidence, though, right?
For sure.
That's a great statement.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing about him, man, I mean, he's tough, man. I mean, in that national championship game against Michigan, I mean, my boys beat him up. I mean, by the end of the game, he was holding his ribs. He was barely walking. I mean, we kicked his butt, but he kept getting up. He wasn't crying. He kept competing. You know, that's what you want in your quarterback. Someone that won't waver. Someone that's you know, keeps fighting. So he has some of the attributes that we would want as a quarterback. Just stay healthy.
Just stay healthy. All right. As you know, he did come up, though, later in his career, in his college career, that is, when he transferred to Washington in 2022 as a junior. Penix transferred and led the Huskies to 11-2 record. averaging 357 yards per game. He threw roughly 4,600 passing yards, becoming Washington's all-time single-season passing leader. So listen, he did his thing. And in 2023, his senior year, Penix led the Huskies to an undefeated 13-0 regular season and the 2024 college football playoff national championship game. So, with no injuries.
Yeah, I'm saying the last 2 seasons, no injuries. He so last year, I think he was second in all of the NCAA in passing yards. And this past season, he led. So I mean, we're talking about a guy that puts up numbers. He's won big games. He's won shootouts. I mean, he didn't play in the best division, but or the best conference. But I don't know. I can see why people are against him, but me personally, I'm not. He's not my number 1 pick that I'd want, but I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad if we get him.
All right, fair enough. Raider Big says Penix has unparalleled poise in the pocket, doesn't get rattled when the pocket breaks down.
Good point.
Great point. Thank you for that. Eli says Penix was barely touched all year and still threw 11 picks. What do we have to say about that one?
I mean, it happens. I mean, he threw the ball a lot too. I mean, 11 picks, for as many that he threw, but look at the yards he threw, look at the touchdowns he threw. I don't know, man. I just think Eli just doesn't like Penix, but I would be curious to see. I'd be curious to see who he likes more than Penix, because
okay, let us know.
I bet he probably likes someone like JJ McCarthy better than Penix, and that just will tell me everything that I need.
Oh wow, I would rather have Penix. I'm just saying. That's just no. Elon Bush, thanks for joining us. He said, "Good evening, peeps. What did I miss? You missed that fool said what?
That fool said what?
If you're playing along with us, that's the drinking game alert. Plus, we just kind of drink whenever.
Right. That's what we do.
It's just kind of a reminder here and there,
Now that's a good question by Matt.
Let me just pop this one up real quick. Yeah. Penix only in the second if he drops, and don't trade up to get him in any round, but don't want him at all. All right. But let me see. You said Matt had a question. I'll try to find it here.
He said who's banged up worse coming out of college, Penix or Tua? That's a good question, because Tua had some big injuries. In fact, I think he had to sit the first year, if I remember correctly. And Tua went, he went first overall, I think. Did Tua go first? I can't remember.
Can't remember.
No, he went early. He didn't go first. But yeah, Tua had to sit, I think, the whole first season. And Tua, he has a good supporting cast, so he's doing okay. But I think Penix is a way better thrower than Tua. So
yeah, for sure.
But that's a good question, though.
All right, what's up? Hi. Oh, get to say it in her accent, Mother Moon.
Nope.
Hi, babe. Oh. This is our cousin April Mace
from New Mexico.
From Las Vegas, New Mexico.
From the original Las Vegas.
The original Las Vegas. Many of you might not know Las Vegas does exist in New Mexico. What's up, cousin? We love you. Myra G says, "Hey, Spicy. Hey, and Pimp Daddy Chris.
What up, Myra?
You pimping her out?"
Hey, I am, because on our other show, we got like a Raiders love connection. There was this guy that had a crush on Myra. So
who he is? He said what?
He said what? He saying he I don't think he's in here today.
First of all, is she single? Before you start pimp daddying her out, do you know she's single?
Does she want to be pimp daddied out?
And does she want to be pimp daddied out? Exactly.
Well, look, I don't care. I don't care about none of that. All I need is my percent. I just need my percent. That's all I got.
Whoa.
Oh man, Myra, you ain't supposed to say that.
The typo, there's an us. Us? Who's the us in this conversation?
He said what?
He said what?
She said what? Oh my god!
Oh yeah, she said what?
She
Hey,
both got some
I'm
knowledge.
telling you, in our show, the conversation got weird. They start telling me everyone that they had crushes on, and even Mother Moon came up. Somebody had a crush on Mother Moon. It was getting real. It was getting real.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I think that's just in time.
No, Leo, I don't think you're the us. I think you're the they.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they were fighting over you, Leo. They weren't fighting over you.
All right, read this one for me, Chris. Not that one, sorry. Hold on. Read this one for me, Chris, and tell me what you think.
Okay, the interesting thing is May is actually closer to Telesco's type of quarterback, both physically and skill set wise. Ironically, JD5 is a polar opposite. That is a very good comment. Telesco does like big quarterbacks that can move, and that is Drake May. So that is kind of like and he's a big guy. So, that's kind of quarterbacks that he does like. And JD5 is more of a running quarterback. Telesco usually doesn't go for the guys that are, more their feet is their first option. And I won't say that's his first option because JD can throw the ball. He can sling the ball, but no, that's a very accurate statement if you look at the kind of quarterbacks that Telesco does like. So shout out to you, 831 Raider. Good point.
All right. Thank you. Great points. We love great points around here. All right. Real Talk Raider Nation. Tua is a perfect example of a QB thriving because of the system. QBs need a good system and coaching to thrive. Hope Getsy can develop whoever is under center next season.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. We can all agree on that one, right?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That was a good comment as well. Because Tua, he struggled at first, but then once he got under Mike McDaniel, they got a good system around him, got him talent and weapons around him. Then Tua was able to do his thing. Getsy, we got to see. We got to see if we're going to get the Getsy from the Packers tenure instead of the Bears version. So we'll see. I got faith in Getsy. We'll just see if last year or the last 2 years of the Bears, if that was just a fluke. So we'll see.
This is an interesting point from Matt, and I'll piggyback this with the comment I saw earlier, and I don't remember who put it up, but he said, Matt said Minshew doesn't need to develop, give him a shot. And also somebody else had mentioned give AOC a shot to develop. So how do we feel about those two comments?
Minshew. So Minshew knows how to play the game, and he knows how to play quarterback at the NFL level. I think what Matt's kind of talking about is he just never had a shot where, like, hey, you're going to be the guy, not you coming off the bench and covering for someone else, but you're going to be the guy. We're going to run this offense around you. So I think that I think that's kind of what he means there. Like Minshew, he does some things well. He really does. He does need a shot. So we'll see. And then when it comes to AOC, AOC's young. He's young, and I'm all about letting giving the guys a chance to develop. But I'm just scared that AOC just can't move. That's my thing for him.
All right, fair enough. Let's see. Eli says, I like mobile QBs that don't turn over the football. Penix is a feast or famine gunslinger. I like solid QBs, not shiny new toys. Oh. So yeah, I think you're right. I think he's just not a fan. It's all good.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, everyone got their own thing. I mean, I like mobile quarterbacks, as well. But again, I question. So it's like JJ McCarthy, a guy that you like? Just curious.
Yeah, I don't know. Did he say? I don't know if he said. But anyway, if you haven't already, remember to light that torch, hit that like button on both of our channels. If you can, subscribe to both channels as well. And if you want to join you can hit that join button to become a member. And we thank you all for joining us tonight. And let's get into our game here. What do you say?
Game.
Do it.
Is it game time, Mother Moon?
It is a game time. It is Chris's game time this week.
It's Chris's game time.
Yes, ready. We will start.
All right,
Chris.
we are gonna get into start, bench, and cut. Chris, you want to cue it up here?
Yeah. So basically, it's a start, bench, or cut, and it's for the draft. And what we're gonna do at pick 13. And I love this graphic, Spice. You're a genius. So start, bench, or cut. Us trading up at pick 13, us staying put at 13, or us trading down.
Oui.
Which one would you want to do as a start, bench, or cut?
Yes, and please let us know in the chat before we give our take. We will let you go ahead and let us know what you think while we shout out some of these people. What's up, chat? Super Omnicron, thanks for joining. Solid QB, AOC Minshew, Shiny New Things, Penix McCarthy, and Daniels. Snoop Hernandez, salute to you as well. He says, salute Spicy and protect the shield. And Adam Mayo, what's good, my friend? Right on, family. Haven't seen you in a minute. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. All right, so are we starting, benching, or cutting here? We trading up, staying where we are, or trading down? I think we're all thinking, which I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to gear this a little bit around getting a quarterback. Are you thinking that, Chris?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe O-line, maybe the quarterback situation pick is not necessarily geared towards this. I'm thinking quarterback.
Yeah, see, me, that's the thing. It's like I'm just so torn. I am so torn because a part of me is like, just get the best guy available, like get the best offensive lineman or whatever. Cause we need to get that offensive lineman, that offensive line taken care of regardless of who our quarterback is. So I don't know. I'm torn.
But you gotta pick who started.
I gotta pick. Okay. Okay. So if I had to pick
the moon, if you want to think about it.
Well, okay. What I'm actually gonna do, and my starting choice is actually trading down, like trading back. That's actually my but I only want to go back a couple spots. Nothing too much, but just to be able to pick up, a couple at least another good draft pick if possible. So, and then I think as far as bench, I would say stay at 13. I would bench that idea.
Okay.
And then cut trading up. I don't want to trade up. I really don't.
All right.
Well, I'm going to put mine up totally different.
Okay. What is it? You're saying?
Oops, I've just lost mine. Yeah, I put it up here. I think I'm going to start, and I'm going to stay at 13, hoping that we get the best fit there. Bench, I'm going to trade, and I'm going to trade down.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so we'll see.
Oh,
I know, right? It's not
on you. It's on you, Spice.
I know. I say this every time. It's such a crapshoot in the draft, and I would hate to trade up and give away a lot on an uncertain. So I'm starting to stay. I'm going to start with stay
at 13.
I'm going to stay at 13. Hopefully, I'm hoping they draft a quarterback, and I'm hoping somebody that can help the Raiders will still be there, which I think they will be.
Okay.
And it's probably going to be Penix. And I think that for me, that's kind of where the conversation is. I think if we're looking at some other guys, you might want to trade up or be able to trade down, but I think they can snack Penix at 13.
Yeah.
It's like you said, Chris, I would be okay with that. It doesn't like thrill me or disappoint me.
Right.
And then I would probably bench, trade down, and I think I would cut trade up.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, trading up, I just don't want to do it, man. I really don't, because it's going to be super expensive.
Yeah.
Especially if we're trying to get Jaden Daniels, I think we kind of already or maybe the media thinks that we probably, showed our hand already, like how much we want him.
Mhm.
Like we shouldn't even have,
interesting.
We should have made it seem like we weren't that interested in it. But like when teams know that's what you want to do, it's
That's interesting. It's like when you go in to buy a house and you love it. Oh my gosh, this
right.
is like
You don't want to let them know. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a total gut. Why would I buy it?
Yeah. It's like you go into the house, like, oh my God, I love this. This is the one. I'll do anything for this.
Right.
You'd be like, I don't know. There's a couple other houses I'm looking at after this. I mean, this is okay. You got to play the game.
Well, let's see what we have here in the chat. 831 Raider says trade up, straight up. All right. What would you do with that? What would you do with that move? Let us know. Adam Mayo says Penix would be a great upgrade. Great call, Spicy. Cheers, my whiskey's coming because I drank one already. Just saying. Rex says start, trade up, bench, trade down, and cut bench. Oh wait, what? I think you forgot to stay somewhere in there, unless I read that incorrectly. Super Omnicron says trade up from my mock, gave up 13, 44th, 2025, first, second, fourth Chargers for picks, fifth and 60. Put a lot of thought into this. And 69th, this was the cost for Jaden Daniels, expensive. Yeah, and I think you said this too, Chris, the expense of it all. The Raiders gave up a lot for Devontae Adams, and I'm not saying that was a bad decision. However, that was a lot of draft picks given up. That was our first round given up. And can the Raiders really afford it? I think you can find some good talent deep in, and the draft is always a crapshoot. So I'm personally, again, we're just here talking. We actually don't have the job. We're not going to lose our job or get a bonus, right? So I would say I don't think it's worth giving up a lot to trade up.
Yeah. Yeah, like that next comment from Real Talk Raider Nation. I mean, that's so true. It's like there's a lot of talent in this draft. I mean, this is a lot of these guys, stayed an extra year because of the COVID season. So, we got some players that's played a lot of snaps and has some experience. There's going to be some good guys out there for sure.
Most definitely. And I love that last little comment there. Let Telesco do work. I don't think we focused enough on that in general.
For sure.
And Matt agrees. He says, I see Telesco staying at 13. And Chris?
Shout out to my boy Rafa in the building. Thank you for the super chat, man. That's the GOAT right there. Rafa, appreciate that, brother.
Yes. Much love, everybody. And if you want to support either one of those channels, of course, you can hit the super chat button. But the best way to support us is to hit that like button and, most importantly, subscribe.
On both
channels, please. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much our discussion. So let's go into a little promos and announcements. What you got going on, Chris?
As usual, this is my my Wednesday show with Spice and Mother Moon. I absolutely love it. So every week, got this show, and then I have my Friday show on Fan Talk Friday. So I have that at what time do I do that? 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 Eastern time. And then Sunday got my show with my brothers, the Raider Syndicate. Which is my boy Leo and Turf, the Ultimate Raider fan, and my brother, the Raider Rundown. So we're doing a lot of things there, and again, we're getting ready to. We're all gonna be at the draft here in a couple weeks, man, in Detroit. So that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, that's close. What's the date? We got 15 days.
Yeah, the 25th.
15 days, and then we can all stop speculating.
Exactly, and I told them that if we draft JJ McCarthy in the first round, I'm driving home that night. I'm just going back home. I'm not staying for the rest of the draft.
You should drive in that state of the condition you're going to be in. You should probably. I don't know if that's safe.
That is true. That is true. I probably shouldn't be driving.
Yeah.
Just saying. Good point.
All right. Well, of course, you're here with us tonight. So we have our Wednesday night show, the Spicy Shield Talk, of course, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And we have For Life, our Raiderettes Roundtable, Tuesdays at 6 o'clock.
That's
We
fun.
had the
That was a great show with Erica, by the way.
Wasn't it? Thank you. We had one of the fabulous females, Miss Erica, on the show last night. If you missed that, go to For Life, Our Raider Story. Look for the playlist For Life, Our Raiderettes Roundtable, and check out Erica's story. These ladies are just so great. It's Tuesday nights at 6. It's not every night, but check. We'll always post when we're going to have these ladies because we do it kind of more sporadically throughout the season. But we're definitely going to have some more ladies that we have booked as well. And we are actually going to introduce a new show on For Life, Our Raider Story. Let me bring in who will be my co-host, Mr. Scotty Waddy Raider One. What's good, my friend?
Scotty Waddy, what up, man?
What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's
Good.
up, Scotty Waddy?
We are announcing a new show, which is we're gonna bring it to you on Monday nights at 6 o'clock, the same time as both of our other shows on this channel, so you won't get confused and you'll be able to find us. Scotty and I are going to be hosting a show that's called Monday Night Madness.
Let's go.
And we're calling it that because we are opening this show to literally everybody. If you want to be on this show, we are going to blast out the backstage pass. We are going to blast out our phone numbers. And anyone that wants to pop in and give your opinion at any time. And we're going to have special guests. That's why I call it madness. Mother Moon looks at me like she's concerned. I'm a little concerned too. I'm just saying.
You gotta come
Can I be a guest one day?
Yeah, of course. You can't tell us when. You just have to pop on sporadically.
No.
But
I'm excited for that.
I want to welcome Scotty Waddy to this new show. Of course, you already know him from our channel with Omar on Couch GMs. So he's going to also be on this show. Scotty, talk to the people.
This is going to be great. A lot of times, I think we kind of brainstormed some ideas, and a lot of times I said, hey, I see a lot of stuff on Facebook. Let's go air it out. Everybody. I think we talked about having some minor rules here. Just be respectful of one another. Simple stuff. Just being a decent human being to each other. Everybody's got opinions. It is.
We got to.
We got. Yeah.
Monday Madness. Let's just.
Yeah.
Take the gloves off.
Oh, you can tear it up. But I think it's gonna be good. Like I was saying, sometimes the comment I want to make a comment, but it's too long to type it in the thing, and sometimes you're moving around and just listening. But hey, call up. What's happening? What do you think? What happened with the game? What happened with the draft? What Raider got arrested? I said what I said. I'm just getting ready. Okay. It's gonna be fun. Call up, air it out. Let's go. Let's hear it. What you got to say?
That's gonna be
Definitely.
fire,
and most importantly, stay camera ready because we are going to put the backstage pass out there for the masses. So I'm a little concerned, honestly.
You're kind of brave out there.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You a real one. You a real one, Spice.
Hey, it's the Raider way. Let's do it.
Come on. Hey, listen, here's the thing. I respect everybody's opinion, to be honest. Even if they don't agree with me. But like Scotty said, we can have a differences of opinion. We can have a healthy conversation. Mother Moon, I think, hates this about me, but I love me a healthy debate.
Yeah.
Just be respectful. Just be respectful.
Oh, Spice.
Yeah.
Can I invite what's the guy that we were on the show with? Like the DJ. Remember that show we were on? Yeah, I'm inviting him.
I forgot his name.
I forgot his name too.
Okay.
But apparently he's rich because he had money in his background.
Yeah, right. What were you gonna say, Mother Moon?
No, I say that since the link's going out, like you said, be camera ready. If you have something to say, we'd like to hear, what you have to say. We want to see you. Not like me, Don't be behind the thing.
Show your face.
You can see my face on Tuesdays.
Our first guest might be Jack Jones. Let's go. What's happening,
Let's
brother?
go.
Let's go.
Jack Jones got to put a shirt on, man. I don't want to see all that, man.
Yeah, you
Mike
got to get ready.
says, can we invite Winers fans? Please do. That sounds fun.
Hey, that's another thing. That's another thing that I had in mind. Spice, hey, I got different teams fans. I know they're less than fortunate than us, but I got different teams fans on my Facebook page. And we played you. Go ahead, say something. What you got to say? What are you
I
gonna
like
say?
that.
Let's
I like
let's
that.
go.
That's gonna be
Let's go.
fire.
It's all
Adam
good.
Mayo says, I'll get with you, Spicy. Let's do it. Y'all welcome. Everyone's welcome. And come on, also, we use this platform to promote what you have going on. Use this platform to promote your events, your merch, your podcast. I don't know.
Events.
Shout out to your grandma that you want to say happy birthday to. I don't know. Whatever. Monday Night Madness, everybody.
Especially super fans. Super fans, make sure you guys come up too, so we can shout out to you guys, man, and show y'all some love.
It should be fun. It
Are
should be
there
fun.
any rules? Is there going to be a time limit? Are we going to pop on, or just see where the conversation goes?
They might get whammied mid. I don't know.
Get the hook. Good.
It's gonna be impromptu. Yeah.
It's gonna be impromptu.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
We ready for it. Let's
we welcome the chaos. Put it that way. We welcome the chaos.
Yeah.
Apparently, Chris, I think you and Myra should come on and you should pimp her out. Apparently,
I will. We have an auction.
She's like, first guest.
Yeah, Myra's
down.
Myra G, ready?
And speaking of, she is looking for a gentleman with gray pants on, sweatpants.
What?
I don't know if she said it.
Don't get her started. Don't get Myra started.
She said what?
She said what?
What? Did we find out if she was single or what's happening here?
With Grace?
I assume she's
I guess so.
But someone in gray sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she confirmed it. Chris definitely didn't care.
Yeah,
I care.
All I know is I just need my percentage. So whatever we'll have an auction and y'all can have Myra G.
Does Chris have gray sweatpants on?
Oh!
I think.
No,
Stand up, Chris.
Stand up, Chris.
Nah, y'all don't want me to. Hey, you guys know how them Zoom calls be at work. Hey, you gotta. Got your button up top, and hey, that's all.
Well, I'm excited for Scotty Waddy. Rita wanted to join.
Oh, okay,
Right?
okay. We have confirmation. I think the yes is true that she's single.
Okay.
And she would also like to have stepdaddy tryouts.
Oh, damn. No, she didn't.
She said,
This Monday show gonna be crazy. I can already tell. This Monday show gonna be crazy.
All right. If you ready to be a stepdaddy and you got gray sweatpants.
Okay.
Hey, Scotty Waddy, did you sign up for all this? Did you know what's gonna come next?
I kind of just
we don't know.
Put my toe in
That's the point, right?
Bring on
to be Monday Night Madness. We don't know. But if you want to be a stepdaddy and you have gray sweatpants, call the number right there, 510-394.
We got a connection for you. We
gotta hook you up.
Some of these fellas like, I gotta get to the market now and go get some gray sweatpants.
Wait, we already have somebody already interested.
Somebody wants to know a little more.
I feel like this is like an impromptu example of what this show is going to be.
I think this is the
preview.
This is a preview and we didn't even know it. So, Myra, we have a question for you, girl. Super Omicron wants to know, stepdaddy tryouts? Question marks?
I know, that's a what do you call it? Open question.
We got someone else. He's standing up. Oh, prove it. Standing up. He got the grays on.
No.
He got the grays on. We see the outline going on.
Oh, man. All right, I'm out, y'all. I'm out. I'll let y'all finish.
Me and Chris will be
No Diddy.
Are you sure this isn't like an after-hour show? Or
I mean, I don't know. I again, we don't know. It's madness. We don't know where it's going. Right? This is probably like that Monday show hasn't officially started yet, and it's already going off the rails. This is true. It's actually true.
I love it.
Anywho, there you have it. There's our new show. So again, just to recap. Monday Night Madness premiering 6:00 on next Monday. For Life, our Ritteritz Roundtable, Tuesdays at 6. And if you missed yesterday's with Erica, circle back, check that out. Erica was awesome. And of course, you can always find us here on this Woodson Whiskey Wednesday with my boy Chris and Mother Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, hey.
All right, everybody. You know how we do. We go out one way
And only one way.
Raider.
Thanks for watching, everybody. And hey, maybe Chris and I can launch this new show, Spicy Talk
Spicy
After
Talk
Dark.
After Dark. Okay. I like
I'm
that.
mad at it.
I
I'm
like
not mad
that.
at it. You know what I'm saying?
We got all kind. I mean, we could take this thing anywhere.
Anywhere. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.